Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today it's time to have a look at two more starter packs which were added to the Gaijin store over the last week or so. The reason why we're going over this is because, to be quite honest, I think these are pretty good deals and a hell of a lot better than what was on offer before when it came to the British and also the Japanese packs. If you remember before, the British starter pack was $19.99. It gave you the Cromwell with the RP3 rockets and also the Avenger. Now we have a new pack which is $9.99, much more affordable, and also gives you vehicles which make a lot more sense when it comes to the actual beginner pack. You get the Crusader 2, the Saint, which is just a Crusader with the 2-pounder. And also a pretty cool skin, and the Spitfire Mark IIA Venture 1, which is also a rank 2 premium, and a Spitfire Mark IIA. Also, the other pack which has changed is the Japanese starter pack, and the previous starter pack was probably the worst out of all of them, which was the Chiha shotgun. There we go, the Chiha shotgun, and also it had a pretty rough plane in it as well. So I'm very much glad to report that now we have 5 packs on the Gaijin store, which all make a little bit of sense when it comes to beginner packs. So we have the Italian one with the kind of exclusive M14 that we have there. Then if we have a look at the other ones, the others which haven't changed, which have been, really good packs in the first place, which were of course the American one and also the German one and a few others. If I can actually find them here, they've kind of decided to disappear on me all of a sudden. Here we go. So you have the British starter pack, the Japanese starter pack, and the Italian starter pack. The USSR starter pack with the T126 and obviously the wonderful little plane there. And then the German starter pack with the 140, the HE112, which, could be improved, but I think it's fine. And then the US starter pack here. So now actually we have 6, starter packs instead of 5, which is great. I think at the end of the day, if we can give every nation a starter pack to get people into that nation, that should be what is, looked at going forward. I really like the idea of a starter pack, giving somebody a little bit of boost going into the game, and also giving them access to some interesting premiums, which are the same as Tech Tree vehicles, so therefore they get a taste of what is up ahead in the Tech Tree, and also to be able to build lineups around them. And the other thing which is really cool about these vehicles is these vehicles are also worth GE in the game. So if you want a specific vehicle, such as the Crusader 2 Saint or the Venture, you can buy them individually for GE. It will cost you a little bit more if you want to do that for every vehicle, but at the same time, it means that if you only want one specific one, you can. So these packs are just so much better than what we had before. Before, the packs were rough for both of these nations, and these compromises made to make these much more like the American pack, the Soviet pack, is definitely a big step forward. So let's have a look at the vehicles in the game so we can show you them as we go on. You'll find the 2 British ones at rank 2. You have the Crusader, as you can see here, the Tank Cruiser Mark IV 6A, the Crusader 2, the Saint. It sits at 700 GE, and then you have the equivalent, which is of course the Venture at 2.7. So you can run them together. Obviously the Saint's a little bit lower in BR, but I think that's fine. The main thing with the Saint is that you can run it with the other Crusader 2, you can run it with the Valentine, you can run it with, stuff like the Stuart 3, which is still a pretty good vehicle at 2.3. Overall, it's just a really nice pick for something which is going to be a starter vehicle. It's got a good reload, great gun depression, decent speed around it. The Crusader doesn't have great armor, but everything else about it is pretty good. It also has a really good selection of shells that you can use if you want some AP HE, or if you just want some standard AP. Overall, it is a nice vehicle. You also, another thing on top of that as well is its smoke shells. You get access to 26 smoke launchers, not smoke shells. shells, which pop out of the top of the machine, meaning that you can create a ridiculous wall of smoke with this thing, which is really funny to use. The skin itself seems to be probably a North African skin, which is really nice. Hopefully all of these vehicles are you know, historical vehicles. I know for a fact that the Venture was a historical vehicle, so that's grand. So yeah, the Crusader Saint is a great pick. So is the Spitfire Mark IIA. The Mark IIA is a great climber, great turner. Has obviously access to 8 of the 7.7s, so a lot of firepower coming out, even though you have to be quite direct with the shooting, have to get close to a target, which, you know, is good for new players, so they can learn how to stick to them like glue and all of that good stuff. And once again, you get a unique little vehicle in the form of this, which is nice. You can see the Venture 1, and then of course the little decal there, which is lovely. And just right now, I'm just going to order this just to make sure that I have it. I don't need the premium time, so just having it to, you know, basically have it when I want to run a 2-3 lineup to maybe get decals or something. Since, you know, all of these are rank 2 vehicles, so they're great for not just, you know, grinding rank 3, 2, and 1. They're also going to be great for decal hunting. They also have some quite nice bonuses on them, like the Mark IIA, 390% RP, not bad, 480% SL, very good for a rank 2 vehicle. If we move over to Japan, which is of course the other nation which got a new starter pack, I think this starter pack is really good as well. So the Key 44 134 Shoki. This is just a standard Key 44-1, and overall, this is a great machine. It does pretty much everything well. It climbs well, it turns well. The only thing is the guns can be a bit temperamental sometimes. You have to put a lot of shots into certain targets to be able to kill them. But overall, it's a great trainer aircraft to give somebody a feel of what's playing stuff like the Key 44, Key 61s, and also the later tier Key 84s in the game, you know, to be able to do. And then on the other side of things, I think one of the most egregious things with these beginner packs was that the Chiha shotgun was the one which was picked as the beginner vehicle, even though it didn't really represent anything when it came to the Japanese tree. Now we have something which definitely does. This is the Chihi, and the Chihi you can find here. And it is an exact copy of the Chihi that we see here with a unique camouflage once again. This to me, in my head, is the perfect premium. As I've said many times when it comes to these vehicles, one of the things that I really enjoy is the fact that if you have a premium that is just a copy of one in the standard tech tree, then you cannot be accused of power creep, you cannot be accused of bias, you cannot be accused of anything when it comes to, you know, the ideas of the ideas of, you know, paying to win. Basically, if you just offer the same product with just increased bonuses, and that's what all of these vehicles are. They are just the same product with increased bonuses as the beginner packs. Now obviously would have been nice if high tiers was, you know, like that. It would be nice even if there was, let's say, a L44 Leopard 1 in the tech tree. What if when it came to the XM1 GM, you know, for the PC players, you got the XM1 GM as the premium, and then the XM1C in the tree, and then vice versa for the Xbox players. I think that would be awesome, but unfortunately that's not the case. But at least we should definitely congratulate Gaijin on improving the 2 beginner packs. Whether that's due to sales or whether that's due to other stuff, it is nice to see. Now, there are still some countries missing these starter packs, which should definitely be recognized. America has theirs, Germany, Soviets, Britain, Japan, and also Italy have all their beginner packs, but there are 3 nations which do struggle. You know, China still doesn't have its, France doesn't still have its, and Sweden also doesn't have its either. And I'm sure these are being worked on right now, thinking about it with the improvements that were made after the sale to these beginner packs. I think it's safe to say we are going to see more changes in the game, and if you're a new player, or if you're a pre-existing player who is looking to, you know, continue playing War Thunder, and you're looking to grind a new tech tree, I think it's definitely worth having a look at these beginner packs. They give you a nice little boost, and there are certain nations which have rough rank ones. Japan is definitely one of them, and it's kind of nice just to give you a little boost just to get into those mid tiers. I know a lot of people are very anxious to get to high tiers, and these little boosts of $10 will help you do that. Hopefully there'll be like a sale at Christmas for people to be able to pick up these packs for half price, just like there was over the summer sale. We'll have to see going forward, but all I can say is these are two very positive moves. Hopefully we see more of them for the other nations which don't have the packs yet. As always, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to thank Ambrosius McClellan, B. Young, Battling Bacon, Blackie, Chris Giltnane, Conte Baraka, Daniel Stanton, Elove Goat, Jay Wilt, Martinez, Trigger Hippie, Universe, Eugens Terry, and also I'm Devilish and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.